I'm Insomniac, and these are the cheapest wireless noise-canceling headphones on Amazon. Okay, so for anybody who has seen more than one video on this channel, you realize that I am not in my normal video studio where it's nice and quiet and the audio isn't complete garbage and you don't have a bunch of background noise. I'm actually outside in a large, not insulated garage where I filmed some other videos for a different channel that I have, because as you can hear, it is a fairly harsh audio environment. I have an exhaust fan going over there, an air conditioner going over there, and screaming children basically everywhere in this neighborhood. Oh yeah, and planes. So here are the headphones. This is the box. These are called, it just says wireless wear stereo headphones. So, you know, your typical generic interesting stuff where you don't really have a brand name. So on top of being the cheapest pair of active noise canceling headphones, because let me explain that. At first I tried to look at the cheapest noise canceling headphones on Amazon, and what I got was just tons of pairs of over-ear headphones, which these are over-ear as well, but those didn't have an active noise canceling function in them where you actually have a microphone. Look up how active noise cancellation works, but those didn't have a chip in there that can do that. Basically, they were just passive noise cancellation, I guess maybe you would call it, where the fact that you have something over your ear blocks out some noise. These actually have a microphone and a noise canceling chip in them for active noise cancellation. So the price of these, I already forgot it, so let's take a look here on Amazon. $21.97. Some features here says version 5.0. I don't know what that is supposed to mean to anybody, but cool. Power display, call answering, fold, auxiliary, comes with a cable in case you want to hardwire instead of go wireless. Radio. Now that's interesting. I'm assuming maybe there's actually a tuner in there, but who the hell listens to the radio? It's 2021. Let's get with it. TF card. I'm assuming you can put a memory card in the headphones. HD sound quality, we're gonna see about that. Large volume, no joke, that says large volume. I guess they're trying to say that they're loud, which would be nice. And large battery. Okay, let's open these up here and see what the headphones actually look like. Okay. Here are your headphones. So first thing out of here, you have a stereo audio cable, which has a button on it, like an old set of phone headphones. I guess you can answer calls, pause tracks, things like that. This tiny little cable here is your USB charge cable. And in here, you have your headphones. Ooh, before I show you the headphones, we have some instructions here, and we're starting off on a good note because there is no English to be found. Oh, well, on the other side we have some English. Okay, cool. Tells you what the keys do. The buttons on the headphones, I mean. The features, we already went through that, and pairing step, I guess they mean pairing instructions. Unfortunately, I just breezed through these pairing instructions, and I'm sorry to say there will not be a story time with Insomniac this time. They actually had somebody translate this fairly well, so nothing super funny here. Alright, so let's just show you the headphones then. Here they are, folded up nice. Construction-wise, I gotta tell you, they actually don't feel too bad. I mean, if I keep doing that, I'm gonna break them in half. But they don't feel terrible. I do like the fact that they fold. Okay, here's a little bit of a close-up. I guess they're supposed to kind of look like a generic unmarked version of like Beats headphones. Something like that. Over here is where you have all your controls. Down there you can put in your memory card. There's all your buttons. Okay, well, in order to continue with this, let's see if these came with any juice in them or if I have to get off camera and charge them up. We switch this button to on, and what do we get? We have a red and blue flashing light over here, which I'm guessing means, hey, pair me up. Let's play some stuff. So one short thing to explain about these before I pair them to the phone is that these are not the type of noise canceling headphones like some of the other pairs that I have, where you can turn the noise cancellation, the active noise cancellation feature on and off. These apparently are just on all the time. Not the headphones. You could turn the headphones actually off. but once you turn the headphones on, the active noise cancellation is engaged. So unfortunately, I can't necessarily compare the audio feed with the noise cancellation off versus the noise cancellation on, but I will be able to have a generally good idea based on how absolutely noisy it is in here right now, how well these work once we pair them up with some music. Alright, so let's go to the Bluetooth settings in the phone. In the instructions it says open the Bluetooth device on the phone, which is what I just did here, and click search Bluetooth device till it finds the Bluetooth device, click to connect, which is understandable. The problem is it doesn't tell you what this is going to be called. I have a handful of things here that I don't recognize. None of them say anything about headphones. So before I even have these paired, the first huge issue is that you have no idea, based on the list that you're going to get on your phone, what you're trying to pair to. So unless you have literally no other Bluetooth devices anywhere near you, which in today's day and age is really not possible, good luck figuring out what these are. As soon as I know, you'll know. Let's try the next one on the list. Couldn't connect, so it's not that. Let's try KMM B2 Star. Nope, couldn't connect, so it's not that. KM18, let's try that. Couldn't connect, that's not it. I'm gonna try this LG thing just for the hell of it. Hopefully I don't connect my phone to somebody's television in the neighborhood. I don't think it's an LG anything. Nope, couldn't connect. Q18, I don't know what that is, but it shows a phone. Let's try that too. Couldn't connect. Okay, so after going through everything in this list and then hitting the play pause button on here and hitting FG69 again, it finally connected. So what would be super useful in these instructions is if they told you what this was going to be called on the list, so you don't go through trying to pair to everything in your existing area before you figure out what the headphones are. So far that's agitating. So this says connected for calls and audio, 70% battery remaining, so at least they get one thumbs up for the fact that these didn't come dead. You can see it at the top there. Okay, so before we get into actually playing any music and letting you know what the audio quality is like there, a few things I can tell you. First of all, these headphones are actually fairly comfortable. They're very adjustable, and these cups are actually pretty comfortable and do pretty much cover my whole ears. So they're very well insulated, very soft, and the entire headset is really light. Now what I can also tell you, I could hear myself very well, and I could still hear the exhaust fan and AC very well. But I'm going to try to give these the benefit of the doubt and just assume that the active noise canceling starts once you play some audio. So far they look pretty good. They're very comfortable. The pairing situation is miserable, and they don't do a lot for active noise canceling so far if you have nothing playing. But let's try some music out, and I'll let you know what the audio quality is like, as well as how well I think they're canceling out all the noise in here. Little Kaytranada. Okay. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I give you my impressions audio-wise, I paused the song here. There's an EQ button on here. I'm going to see what that does, if anything, before I give you my impressions here. Alright. We might have something here. Wow. Well, the EQ function in here, there's a button here that literally just says M/EQ. There you go. And my initial impression, based on what I was listening to, was that there is a lot of bass. It does get pretty loud. And with music playing, even when I had the volume around mid-range, there definitely was better noise cancellation. So, like I said, it might be one of those active circuits that kind of more or less is engaged when there's audio running through it, and that's that. But the audio was super muddy, pretty terrible. What you would expect from headphones this cheap, until I started hitting that MEQ button. Now, there was, I think, 4 or 5 that I heard cycle through in the headphones there, and I have to tell you, all of them were trash. Like, very muddy, very just kind of muffled highs and kind of bassy, but no definition, except for one setting. Now, that setting didn't sound like one of my expensive pairs of headphones, I'm not saying that. But that one setting that I stumbled on out of the 4 or 5 that I went through actually sounded what I would consider to be acceptable. And by acceptable, I mean not bad. Again, not going to rival any professional pairs of headphones whatsoever, but this one setting did actually sound pretty good. Just to make sure that wasn't a fluke with this particular song, because obviously not all EQ settings work with every style of music, let me try one more. Alright, little Moonchild. Okay, so this EQ setting that I told you I found before actually is the one decent one. And like I said, definitely passable, not bad. Like if you were listening to music through these with this particular EQ setting, whichever one that is, you have to randomly stumble upon it. Really not that bad. Now, if you're an actual audiophile or a musician or somebody who's done studio work, I'm actually one of those people, but I'm trying to be objective here, then you're obviously going to be able to tell that definition is really not there, balance is really not there, you have a lot of artificial bass. Basically, really good audio quality is not really there. But if you're watching this video thinking that these were going to have fantastic studio grade audio quality at $20-something, whatever I said these were new, for active noise canceling wireless Bluetooth headphones at that price, well, then I'm not really sure why you clicked on this video anyway. If you're 94% of other people who really don't know much about audio anyway and you just want the music to sound decent, that's actually not too bad. Now the only complaint I do have, I told you earlier that they do get loud, and they do, but it gets loud in the last, I'd say like 13% of your volume range. So from like 88% volume to 100% volume, it is very loud. Anything under that is suspiciously quiet. Loud enough that if you weren't in a noisy environment, you'd be able to hear the music fine, but where if you were in a noisy environment, which is probably where you'd want to use these, you wouldn't really hear the music or the video or whatever it is that you're playing through the headphones until you get to that like 85 to 88% range and up. Then it's definitely loud enough that you're going to drown out anything in your surrounding area. So overall, this is pretty simple. For the price that these cost, again, for foldable, not bad looking, active noise canceling Bluetooth headphones, I'd actually say that these are a very good value for that price. And that's not something I might have ever said on this channel so far, reviewing the cheapest things on Amazon. We've had a couple of okay or decent or maybe pretty good values for that money, but I think these are a great value. And you might be rewinding and saying, well, what's he talking about? He more or less described a cheap audio quality experience and a couple of other frustrations. I did. But for the price, where are you going to find active noise canceling Bluetooth headphones? And again, I repeat active, because there are plenty of wireless Bluetooth headphone sets on Amazon that don't have an active noise canceling circuit that you could probably find around this price. Some of them might have better sound quality even than these. But right now, everybody's buying active noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. So for that price, again, if you're not an audiophile and not looking for the best sound quality experience ever, these are actually pretty good. How long will they last? I don't know. As I always tell you, these are initial impressions reviews on this channel. The link to these headphones is down in the video description, as per always. I put the links to what I'm reviewing down there so you could find them. And I have a bunch more stuff coming up soon on cheapest on Amazon. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button, notification bell, all that stuff. Just, you know, come back and watch more cool stuff. I'm going to keep trying to find some gems from the cheapest stuff on Amazon. I'll see you soon.